So what up, everybody? Thank you so much to everybody that's been supporting the channel all day today, as well as the past few weeks. I'm sorry that I've been gone. I was working hard at Evolution on the Maximilian live stream, but now that I'm back home today, we've been spending a lot of time talking about all the big reveals that happened this week at Evolution, the 2025 edition. And one major reveal that we had was for Vi, who's the sister of Jinx for 2XKO. And so, without further ado, I think we should just jump into the video, because then we can also have a conversation about this in general. So while we're getting into this, just before this started, we were having a small conversation with some of the homies, and my subscriptions, as an example, on YouTube, he had something to say where he was like, do you think 2XKO is a dead on arrival kind of game? And one thing that you got to understand with the internet is the internet, like FGC Twitter, I'm not going to go as far as to say FGC Twitter ain't real, but at the same time, FGC Twitter is kind of not real, man. People just say wild shit. They were talking shit about Arson Ash winning Evil. They were talking shit about Sonic Fox and saying stupid stuff like, well, he only wins the game that only has 300 players. Like, they could be any of those Mortal Kombat players that were even in like top 64, because they can't. They would get their ass kicked. So just understand that that's more of me when we say this, but understand my subscriptions that FGC Twitter isn't real. You know what I mean? Like, if you go to Evil and you talk to any of your average people that actually will go to Evil, we're talking about 13,000, 14,000 people actually went to Evil. You go to Evil and you talk to any player there, people don't talk like that in real life. People only talk like that on fucking Twitter. You know what I mean?
To like bob and weave with your opponent, and footwork.
Oh, I didn't even know that happened. City of Wolves was dying. Yeah, I was working on Max's stuff the whole time, so I had nothing to do with the arena production this year. I know they played the Euro Free at the end, but that's just because they always play it when I'm there at Evo.
Just really think of it as the normals you do.
Alright, so now we got Vi talking about it, and they're showing a little bit of her skins in the background. I see that a bit, as well as her move list and what she can do. And she's kind of like a boxer style.
That power, you're ramping up the punch, you're getting ready to let them have it. And when you
I like that she's got almost like the Infinity Gauntlets on.
You can go all the way up the tree.
Yeah, but just understand that FGC Twitter, that's just not real. If you go to an actual tournament, nobody talks like that. Nobody, even when they say stuff like dead game, they're making jokes. They're like, oh yeah, like this, City of Wolves got less numbers and such and such. They're using that as a topic of conversation, but they're not trying to, most people are not, most people won't look at games other than their own game and be like, oh, that game is useless, I only play Guilty Gear, fuck See the Wolves, or I only play Street Fighter, so fuck Tekken, people don't really talk like that. Your average person, some people play one fighting game, and some people play multiple fighting games, but most people that play fighting games even at a regular tournament level, like a casual tournament, like a competitive level, most people that play regular fighting games at any level that you see at a tournament, even the guys that are more the spectator types, they generally have respect for every game. It just doesn't matter.
Footwork forward, and then you do it again.
Some games just more people play than others,
This gives you opportunities to really set up some nasty situations. You can quickly hop to the other side and attack, or you can use your partner to create a mix-up opportunity. And you can also go for one girl wrecking crew.
With this game, I really like. I've been noticing with a lot of the fighting games, the backgrounds are really nice. But with this game, I really like the backgrounds. The character animation is pretty good. Also, like the characters, they got a lot of bright colors going on. The frame rate looks really high. Like, see how when she's doing like the poses, her neutral pose, you can see like a really high frame rate. What's going on, the animation and the movement. So that part of it is all very solid. I like what they have going on with that.
So I tried to footwork there, I got hit. But if I time it up,
me too. I'll give it a try. Why not? Especially now I can play again. Part of the reason that I was down this game was not that I necessarily hated it or whatever. It was that I couldn't play. They had me in the first beta, and then the second beta, they're like, oh, you didn't fill out the form? Well, sorry, no beta 2 for you. I was like, dog, what's going on? Just let me play.
A lot of space, a lot of real estate being taken up by hitboxes, right?
Yep.
You have to have
You want my
some way
feedback?
to
Watch
deal
the stream.
with it. And I think by just having this really aggressive projectile aim,
That's my real feedback. Watch the stream.
Before you start filling the screen with garbage, it's just perfect for her.
We knew that we wanted to capture sort of Vi's like backstory, where she's from the streets of Zon.
I don't know if the invite's already going out. So what they've said, birds the word, is that if you were in the first alpha or the second alpha, then you're going to be guaranteed access to the third alpha. That's what they said. As far as new invites, I'm not sure how that works yet.
So we ended up sort of doing this like staggered pacing on her kit, where there's a lot to sort of jump in and have fun with right away. And if you want to engage with some of the more technical stuff,
whoa, that was hard to block.
I remember being so excited, like the first time I really
if you guys got in the first alpha, then you're good to go, basically. You're guaranteed
kind of mixing these fantasies of like, okay, like it's this sort of grounded, technical, intentional boxer with this like high-powered.
Oh, it's projectile events. Oh, that was sick.
So let's move on to Vault Breaker, which is one of Vi's iconic moves. It's Vi's way to pretty much close the distance. And unlike her other punches, where you have an uncharged and a charged version, Vault Breaker actually has 3 phases. You can tap it
Okay.
for a quick punch that covers a lot of the screen. You can charge it to level 2 to go further and deal more damage. And you can
then
actually
it has
charge
a
it all the
level
way
3
up to
charge.
level 3. Where it'll tumble the opponent, they'll go a little smashed up against the wall if you're close enough.
Vi's the projectile.
Yeah, Vi is the projectile.
That's what
such
I
a
think
big
of when I
part
see
of
that.
our identity for Vi is these charged punches. But we also wanted to make sure there was something.
So League
for,
King 49s has
both ends
over,
of, like, the execution spectrum.
I don't
Like, we
even
have
know,
this one sort of, like,
110 some
demanding,
characters.
charge it, but
That was
just
the
enough
biggest complaint
side of the
about this
spectrum.
game, and
But that's
I
partially
kind of
because
vibe
that's
with that
also how we see
complaint,
Vi.
which is
Like,
that.
in these early conversations
What did
we
they
had
say
about
on release?
who
We only
Vi
getting
is,
like
and we
8
wanted to be
characters or
really,
10
really
characters or
authentic
something
to the
like that. And I
character
don't know if
as
that's
she's
real, if they
expressed
changed
in
their mind on that
multiple
one.
forms.
But
Is she
how do you
all about,
have
like,
a
that
fighting
one
game
unbelievably
that
good
has the
punch?
original lore
Yes,
has
for sure.
170 plus
Or
characters
is
like
she
Alzarath
about,
is saying,
tons of rapid
and then
fire
you only have
punches?
8 characters on
Like,
release?
we
That's like
really
crazy to me.
realized that, like, we did not
That
have to,
honestly, that's my
limit it. We didn't
feedback
have to
too.
restrict it. She is both
Cook,
these
put,
things.
put the
There's room
game in
for
the
both.
oven a little longer
We've
first.
already
Don't
shown
just
off a
release
lot of
only
things
8
on the
characters.
QRS.
Everybody's gonna put
I like some of
Darius
the
on their
boss
team.
throws, just because I think they're neat.
And Darius is the only character that has an armor uppercut. It's gonna be you're gonna be fighting Darius Wars for the whole first 6 months of the game unless they put more characters.
They're breaking the earth. And then on her
There's
back
no way
throw,
that everybody's
kinda
not gonna
leaning
just
more
put
into
Darius on their
boxy stuff,
goddamn team.
where on her back throw she'll slip behind the opponent, do like 2 shots to the body, and then a shot to the head to knock him away. So denting blows on her S2 it's a flurry punch, really. We let you mash this button as well. So if I'll do like a short little combo. then I'm gonna
Arcane,
mash
even
S2.
Arcane don't got most of the characters.
You get
If
the
you
little
play like
cinematic
TFT or
moment,
something,
more
then you have a
punches,
way
more
better
damage.
idea.
You
Or
have to
Rune
say
Terror.
pop, 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 pop,
TFT,
pop,
Rune
pop,
Terror
pop,
got
pop,
so
there's
many
microphones on everything.
goddamn
Other things I wanna
characters.
cover
They got
just
so
on,
many
some of the
characters
other
that the
S1
first time I
specials,
played
and kinda leaning
TFT,
into
people
more
were
of
getting
what
mad
the
at me in the
boxer
stream
archetype
chat
for
because
Vi
I kept skipping
was
past
that,
the characters I
her
wanted
contest
because
one
I
was
couldn't
super
recognize
flashy.
anybody's face. There was a billion characters.
This attack is different from our parry. Counters both high and low attacks.
People
so
like, why are you
it's
so
it can be a
bad,
good
Spooky?
defensive option
You
for
skipping
Vi.
past the
Then we
characters
pay
you need. I was like,
any
bro, what do you want
bar
from
for
me?
it, which is
There's a
B+.
billion characters.
So like, say if you neutral jump and then go for H. Yeah, so you'll sort of get this.
You wonder if that would
electric
be a
shot,
Blizzard
and you'll punch
fighter?
the
I don't
opponent,
know.
and you have an opportunity to follow up.
Like
Just
a World of Warcraft
a
fighter or
move I
something? Is
consider
that what you
really
mean?
Foundational for
I
boxers.
guess.
We wanted Vi to feel very, very strong on the
They
ground.
might be watching 2x KO
and
for
while
see
she's
2x KO is
some-
gonna
in
do
some ways
good.
weaker than
That might
other
be step
characters in
one.
the air, we still wanted to make her have a host of options that she can use that are maybe like a little bit more unconventional in the air to aid her approach, and give you something else to do than just strictly playing grounded all the time.
I swear I saw
So,
Josh
some
playing
examples of
Warcraft
that
not
for
too long
Vi
ago,
would
like old
be
Warcraft.
Her air down heavy and her air S2.
Final Fantasy
So, like,
Fighters,
other
we
characters
got
in the
ourselves
game,
with
air down heavy
Dissidia.
is
Sorry,
possible.
Alzarath. That's all we get.
For
We get
Vi, it's
Dissidia
this
or we
really
get
committed
God
sort of,
Bless
like,
the Ring.
burst
That's
of
all we got.
exhaust and Hextech energy out of the gauntlets.
Right.
In a way, but you can use it to cross up the opponent, and if it
God
hits them,
bless
they'll
the
get
ring.
electrified, so you can actually follow that up. The other move I mentioned is her air S2. which is
Cane
her
jump
crater maker
loops.
from the air. Her crouch S2 on the ground is regular crater maker. This is more of like an OTG
Kane,
or like an
jump!
air
What
attack.
battle is that? That's against the
Very,
air
very
elemental, right?
high-hitting,
Kane,
brutal
jump!
anti-air.
Yeah. This hits really high up. You can't see it here. Like it's hard to express how high up this hits.
Let's see. Let's
Yeah.
see. Oh,
Bad hits.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that is a
Anyway,
tall ass
so
button.
Crater Maker hits
You're
really
not
high,
crossing
but
her
also
up
an
if she's
airborne
ready.
version of Crater
If she's
Maker,
ready,
where
there's no
Vi
way you're
will
crossing
pop
her up.
forward a tiny bit before using the move. This lets her do things like maybe if I neutral jump.
Oh, and it
press
OTGs?
S2,
Oh, and she could cross it.
quickly
What
on
the
other side
hell?
of her
Whoa!
It's really
That seems
punishable
really good.
If it's blocked. So we've covered a bunch of specials on Vi's kit.
How come they didn't show none of this in the
let's talk a little
trailer?
bit about supers.
When they
So
did her
for
first
Vi's
trailer,
S1
they made
super,
her
we
look
have
like the
Relentless
character
Force.
from what you remember. People were
She'll
even
charge
making
this massive
jokes.
Punch, fly across the screen, hit him, and then it blasts.
They barely showed
Hextech
any of these
energy out the
moves.
gauntlet to send him away. After the super flash, so starting now, this move is invincible, and it has like a very wide window of invincibility. So Vi can plow through a ton of different attacks. But it's also really good at
What's
sniping
good,
assists,
Samazard?
which could be like a real part of your game plan.
We're
whittling
checking out
down
all the
assists
news from
for speed.
Evo.
So if you call Echo Assist, I can use my Relentless Force. I'll hit Echo, and I'll actually shoot the shockwave behind him, and it's pretty quick.
Oh,
But yeah, so let's
I
move to
see.
her S2 super, which is a Hyper Crater Maker. So that's her S2 super.
Yeah, she got a
just,
ground
like,
pound super and
blasts
everything.
super
Whoa, that
into
did a
the
grip of
ground equal
damage.
times,
That
like
damage was
repeating
good.
Shockwaves hits in a big cone. But this is another one of her moves that is mashable. So if I mash this, I get more
Oh
damage, more
my
hits pretty
God, the
quickly.
huge
first
raid.
mashable
Thank
super.
you so
That's
much.
super, bam.
That's
Second one.
crazy. Thank you so
Finally,
much,
those are the two
Unruly.
supers. Let's move to Vi's ultimate, which is cease and desist. So if you've been at
Y'all
home
are too
wondering,
kind,
where's
guys.
the
I hope y'all had a
uppercuts?
good
Here's
time
the
watching
uppercuts.
Kenny the whole time on Max's stream
pretty
and
much
doing the
uppercuts you find in
backpack
the
stream
air.
too.
Leads to a beatdown sequence, and we get this big, juicy charge punch.
Thank you so much. Oh, I misspelled the name. Hold on. Let me spell it right. Unruly. He got the 3 O's in it.
Wants them to be in
Because
a
he
bad
rules.
situation in the corner. So spend your 3 bars, you get a bunch of
Did
damage.
Kenny's.
and you
I
get a
hope
nice
so.
post.
This dude probably ate about 20 honey sticks when he got home. Yo, they were eating all the honey sticks. Did y'all see that? I gotta try that tech myself. They had the honey sticks. Thank you, Vegito Flame. Yeah, I'm just happy that Kenny had a good time. Yo, we were dying when they had I'm sorry, it wasn't Max. It was Ganachi. When they had Ganachi, did y'all watch that on Kenny's stream? They had Ganachi walking the floor.
Vi is sort of the same way, but on the flip side, where having Jinx or another long-range assist lets you sort
They
of
had Salvatore Ganachi. Dudes were walking up to like, "Hey Max, can you sign this for me?" And he was like, "My name is not Max. I am Ganachi."
Probably like one of the most common ways you're going to be using Vi and her teammate together are to set up these nasty footwork combinations. Where I'll like quickly use footwork into slide to get on the other side.
Oh man. Anyway, today it was. I mean, I don't want to spoil. Yes, it was the actual Ganachi. All right, how about that? I'll just say it like that. It was the actual Ganachi.
There's just lots of things
People
you can
kept
do
thinking it
using
was
Vi
Max
and her
for some
ability,
reason.
And also like
Though.
playing with her range. You might
Take
want
that
to
as you
consider
will.
too when you're like building your team compositions. But she also has the Crater Maker assist, where she'll hop in, punch the ground, and this attack hits off
Yes,
the
yes,
ground.
there you go,
So if
Whizbang.
you're
Yes, high
playing
five,
character like Jinx,
Whizbangs.
who can take
Yes,
advantage of
it
the
was the actual
situations.
Ganachi. Yeah, no doubt, Crownless King and everybody else. If y'all want to stick around, we've been talking about all the news that happened at Evo all day today. Right now, we're checking out the Vi trailer. We talked about Tekken a lot. We talked about a lot of other goodies too. Right now, we're just seeing Vi's move list and some of what she can do.
And her suite of supers. So I'll just show it right now.
Mostly, we're talking about the
so if I
vibe of this
combo
game
into
when we compare it to
first,
Marvel Tokon
big
and
punch blasts the
Invincible.
opponent
You know, the
away,
Invincible
another big punch
fighter,
with Jinx.
they've already introduced
She'll
a
shoot
style
there, she'll
that is
shoot
very
back.
much like
So
Marvel
that
3, right?
combo's really
And
nice
then
to
with
use from,
Tokon, they've
like,
introduced
getting
something
safe
that
on
is
horizontal
a
plane,
very
catching up
Arxis
those
game.
supers.
So it's got like that DBFZ
better
feel
damage,
as
too.
well as the feel of some of the
Yeah,
other
those are just
games.
ranges,
But with this game,
like,
it's
sections
kind of
of
like in the
screen
middle,
that Vi
right?
can
Where
cover
it's
really
like Marvel,
efficiently
but
with
then
double down. You can do some other
it
tricks with
has
it too,
the
like
grooves that are
roll,
like
left yell to
CVS
figure out
style,
those
right?
versus
Each groove kind of makes your
properties.
teams play a little bit
Thanks for tuning
differently.
in. We're so glad we got to show
You
you
got
a
your
little bit
double
of Vi's
down. You even got
gameplay,
your
talked about
groove
the
where it's
design
basically one
process that
character
went
is the
into building
point,
this champion.
and then you only have
If you want
assists,
to play
right?
Vi,
And you got
can
so
sign
many
up for a
different little
closed
things that
beta,
you can
where she
do.
will be playable. Ton of fun. Hope
Vegito
you check
Flame
her
said
out.
that they're hyped for all
Yeah,
the
that's gonna do
tag
it from
games.
us.
Me
So,
too.
Steve,
I like tag
this is
games a lot.
Alex, and
They're kind of
get
fun
next
to
time.
me. They
Alright,
tend to
bro.
be the ones I enjoy the most. Okay, so there you go. There's a date for the closed beta, by the way. So September 9th. And they have said that the closed beta, when it drops, they have said that the closed beta is going to be open to anybody that was in beta 1 or beta 2. So if you were in beta 1, but then for whatever reason you didn't get into beta 2, that doesn't matter. And if you were only in beta 2, it also doesn't matter. Either way, you're going to be able to get into it. As far as her look overall, I think that graphically she looks really good. I'm not usually one that plays boxer characters a lot, so I might try her just to see how her move list works. I will say some of her moves look really good. Like that ground pound move looks really sick. Her supers look really nice. Like this charge rush punch, it looks like it goes really far, and it's got a lot of potential to it. So she definitely has some good moves in her toolkit. I will say that.
Tumble the opponent, they'll go
Oh,
smash
Lucky
up
Score said
against
I
the
was in
wall
beta
if it
1.
goes
Well,
in
if you were in the beta 1, then you're in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
The
Vi
one
is a
button
big part.
combos kind of they did
That's
that
such a
also in
big part of
Tokan.
our
Tokan right now
identity
has like the
for
you mash
Vi
light,
is
light, light,
these-
light, light, and
these
you get a
charge
combo
punches.
or medium,
But,
medium, medium,
we
medium.
also
But
wanted to make sure there's
usually,
something
all right, and I'm
for,
not saying that it's
like,
for
both
sure gonna
ends
be that
of the
way.
execution
Usually when
spectrum.
these
Like, we have
games
this
have
one sort
that,
of, like, demanding, like, hey, charge it
usually
with
when
just
these games
enough
have that,
side of the
they
spectrum.
That's partially because that's
you know,
also how
that's
we
always
see
like
Vi.
the thing
in
you
the
do
early
like the
conversations
first
we
week
had
of the
about
game
who
when
Vi
you're trying to
is,
learn
you
the
know,
game,
what
and it's for
really
scrubs,
represents
right?
the character,
But generally,
as
when
it's
you get to the
expressed in
higher
multiple
level of the game,
forms,
those
where
become a lot
it's
less
just
useful,
all
and
about,
it's
like, that
that's almost
one
like universal.
unbelievably big
Like even
charge
games like
punch.
Persona
Like, yes,
Fighter,
for
right?
sure.
Remember when the
Or
Persona
is she about, like,
fighting game was
tons of
out?
rapid fire
Those
combos?
auto combos by like
We
week
really
3. The
realized
only
that
character that
we
was
did
even
not
using
have
those
to
anymore was like
limit
Akihiko
it.
or
Even if
something like that,
restricted, she
right?
is both these things
And
with
I
room
think
for
that's
both
the
fun
general
things.
vibe.
already shown off
It's
a
not
lot
like
of things
modern
on
mode.
Chaos,
Modern
but
mode is the
some
only
of
one
the
I can look at and say,
boss
okay,
fights
even if you were a good player,
before
you
the
might want to
short
use
shoves
modern
and
mode because
backwards
even though you
punches
lose a
to the ground.
couple
We have
things,
a lot of
right?
Vi sort of, like, smashing the
Being
earth
able
and
to do
then
easy
just, like,
uppercuts is nice. Being able to react to
It's
fireballs with
recorded,
easy
it's
super is
recorded.
nice. You know,
And then
being
on
able
her
to like
back
easy
throw, kinda leaning
SPDs
more
with
into the boxer
Zangief
stuff,
is kind of
where on her
nice,
back
and you
throw,
don't
she'll
get
slip behind
accidental
the
jumps trying
opponent,
to do
do, like,
SPDs and
2
things
shots
like
to the
that.
body and
There's a
then
lot of
shot
things
to the
about
head
modern.
before.
There's a lot of benefits
Preventing
to
blows
modern
on her
mode,
S2,
even though
is
you know
a
there's some
flurry
things that you
punch,
lose that
really.
you can't
We
do
let you mash this
because
button
it's
as
not the
well.
same as classic
So
mode,
I'll do,
right?
like, short
With the
little
other
combos.
games, most of the
So I'm
time
gonna
these
mash
auto
S2
combos and auto gatlings, something
You get
about
the
them is
little
always
cinematic
worse.
moment,
It
more
always
punches,
scales
more
more,
damage.
or
just
the
a pop, pop,
hitboxes
pop
are
for it to
weird.
Straight
You know
up
the
doesn't work.
damage is
There's no points
whack,
on everything.
or you add
Other
too many
things I
hits to
wanna
the
cover
combo,
just
so you
on,
can't get the
some
good
of the other
combo
S1
ender.
specials.
There's always
Kind of
something
lean
trash
into
about them.
more of, like,
So
the boxer
I I accept them because it helps people be a noob. Let's say you don't know how to play the game and you just want to face roll and press light on your pad over and over and get a combo. Then great. Like I liked Katarina in the first version of Tekken 7 for the same reason. Katarina, she didn't have auto combos necessarily, but even if you didn't know how to play Tekken, you could just press 4 with Katarina, and that was a thing. It did stuff, and you could even press just 3 4 4 4 4, and then that would launch them, and you could do like 3 as your combo ender, and that was like an easy combo, and it didn't do as good damage as a real Katarina combo, but you could do that as a scrub, and you get like a 50 damage combo, and you would be okay, right? And I would rather those things be in the game so that noobs want to get into it, and then even if you're a noob, if you really care about that game enough, eventually, just like a good player would, you're not going to want to use that stuff anymore. You're going to want to use it the right way, right?
Down heavy is our cross-up attack. But for Vi, it's this really committed sort of like burst.
Yeah, I'm more excited about Jinx. I just like Jinx. Get excited! Jinx makes me laugh. She's crazy. She's a crazy hoe. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude to people that like Jinx. Just Jinx is crazy to me.
Which is her crater maker from the air. Her crouch S2 on the ground.
This is why I don't date, because I'm into the crazy girls.
An OTG or like an anti.
Very, very high hitting, brutal anti-air.
They might try to kill me in my sleep. You ever seen the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, chat? He was dating the crazy girl.
Oh,
Bad
my
hits.
word.
That wasn't even the end of it. Anyway, so Crater Maker hits really high, but we also have an airborne version of Crater Maker where Vi will pop forward a tiny bit before using the move.
Yeah, I worked a lot, Pimp Bob. I'm sorry, bro. A lot of people wanted to meet me this year. I would almost say that they should try to do a meet and greet or something for me so that at some point people could just line up at the Tenno booth or something and say hi to me. That might be a thing we try to do at some point. It's just this year I was really busy. Like the Max stream went all day Friday, and then from like 11 a.m. on Saturday, it ran all the way until like 11 at night or midnight. And then on Sunday, he watched every game from the beginning, so he got there like 10 in the morning or something like that. And as soon as the stream started at 10 in the morning, he was just watching games until nighttime.
But yeah, but it's also really good at sniping assists, which could be like a real part of your game plan, whittling down the assist's HP. So if you call Echo Assist, I can use my Relentless Force. I'll hit Echo and I'll actually shoot the shockwave behind
He said,
him.
I get a finger crown from all the autographs. I mean, I ain't as famous like a Max or something. I'd be fine.
So that's her S2 super.
I'm mid-level famous. You know what I mean? I'd be alright.
A handful of times, sends a big shockwave, hits in a big cone. But this is another.
Hell, Tasty Steve might be more famous than me. These days, people really love Tasty Steve. Even I love Tasty Steve. But for real, people love Tasty Steve.
First match super. Bam. Expect more. And finally, those are the two supers. Let's move to Vi's ultimate, which is cease and desist. So if you've been at home wondering,
KG, maybe. Anna. I mean, I'm not saying that Anna would date me if she was a real person, but Anna Williams is definitely my type. I used to love her intro in Tekken 7. She'd do the come over here. Let me talk to you real close. And you get next to it, shoot, slap you.
Vi wants them to be in a bad situation in the corner, so spend your 3 balls.
Oh yeah, you're right. Steve was an actual Chipotle ad. Yeah, see, Steve is famous. I'm only mid-level famous. See, I would be okay. You guys would make me sign autographs for like 2 hours or something, and then you all would be satisfied. And then I would walk away and go do what I want to do. It would be fine.
Talking with Kyohei, who designed Jinx, was that we wanted there to be like some
Work, guys. All right, well, that was a little bit of a Jinx. I haven't. The main thing that I'm excited for, or Vi, excuse me, the main thing I'm excited for is playing in the new beta. And I'm happy that Vi's in the game because I want to see more characters. I don't really have a lot of beefs about this game right now. As far as the graphics are top notch, the system looks cool. They have so many people working on the game, and that's great. For real, my only beef about this game, and I guess that's a good thing to have as a beef, is that they need way more characters. Like, I really hope. I know that they said they were going to release with 8 characters, but I hope they look at the feedback and they're like, you know what? We got to get in the oven right now. We need to cook up at least like 8 more characters or something before this game comes out. That's what I really hope for, because the game releasing with only 8 characters would be like really rough. That's just not what I want to see. I really don't. I mean, it's a Riot game. Their games are always in the oven for a long time. King 49s. You expect them to come out tomorrow? Forget it. That ain't going to happen. I'd rather they cook the game longer than have it come out with only 8 characters. That's like crazy to me. That's like way too little. I think, at least. I don't know what y'all think. Shoot. All right. Well, that's it for 2XKO, I guess. Shout out to everybody that's going to try out Vi. I'll see you guys during the new beta too, since it comes very soon.